MLB rivalry weekend. Pick a side here this weekend. There'll be plenty of green and gold and obviously orange that will fill Oracle Park for the rivalry between the Athletics and the Giants.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-handed veteran Logan Webb. Webb in his 6th year at the big league level, 6'1", 225-pounder out of Rockland, California.
So here's Jacob Wilson leading off against Webb.
And the 1-2 delivery. Swing! You're going to miss. And that's how this game gets started.
Well, like I say, he doesn't strike out a whole lot. It better be a really good slider, and that's exactly what this was.
One out. Here is Soderstrom.
And he rolls this one to the Giants shortstop, Willie Adames, 2 down.
Soderstrom's out 6-3, and that'll bring up Rooker.
More work for Adames. And a 1-2-3 inning, thanks to the dig out by Wilmer Flores. Giants are coming up.
And J.P. Sears on the mound for the green and gold tonight, getting this rivalry weekend kicked off. And J.P. Sears has been on a nice little run.
So here's Ramos.
Elliot Ramos is going to pop this up to center field. J.J. Bleday will make the catch. 1 down. Sears will face Wilmer Flores now. Right back towards J.P. He ducks, and Luis Urias is behind him up the middle for the out. So ground ball out is number 2. That'll bring up the left-handed hitter in Jung-Hoo Lee. We'll pop this one up. It'll be in shallow left, and Tyler Soderstrom with the catch.
So the Giants go down 1-2-3.
Here's Lawrence Butler. Butler doesn't waste any time as he dribbles this one. Webb will pick it up and just flip it to Wilmer Flores. Productive out in a sense that Langoliers ends up in scoring position. Here's Andujar. Chops this one to Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald will make the play. And on the play, Langoliers to third.
A couple of ground outs in a row here, and the batter will be J.J. Bleday.
Bailey sets the target up and in. And this is a shot on one hop, and Adames has got it. He's going to throw it on one hop. They got him.
Beautifully done by Willie Adames on a ball that was just smashed on one very quick hop right at him.
Middle of the order coming up for the San Francisco Giants, starting with the former Athletic in Matt Chapman. That's right back to J.P. Sears. Grabs it with the glove. Nice reaction from the pitcher, and this time he'll do his own work.
Boy, J.P. said, I don't need an L screen. I've got leather. He already tried to throw some leather at one last time out. And this time, this one may have caught him. Either way, it's an out. That's what happens when you're an athlete.
1 down, and that brings up Willie Adames. Here's the 2-2 from J.P. Sears. And he gets him to swing on the four-seamer. Strikeout for J.P. That's number 1, 2 outs here.
So Yastrzemski goes the other way. He becomes the Giants' first base runner, and that'll bring up David Villar.
Here comes the full count again. And a swing and miss. J.P. gets him. Four-seamer does it. A couple of strikeouts for J.P. Sears to leave a runner stranded.
So now here is Luis Urias.
Get out towards Triples Alley. Can anybody get there? No. Jung-Hoo Lee is going to slip. It's going to be a 1-out double.
He may have tweaked his knee.
For Urias.
Jung-Hoo Lee set his feet and his leg buckled. We don't know whether he rolled his ankle or if he buckled his knee. We don't. Let's watch the pivot.
Yeah, it is slick out there. It's that time of the night.
So 2 down, and here is Soderstrom. 2nd inning in a row in which the Athletics have gotten a runner over to third base.
Webb's got it. And a lob. Side retired.
And Patrick Bailey, switch hitter, batting right-handed, leads off against the left-hander, J.P. Sears.
And Bailey with a line drive and a base hit.
And it's the first time the Giants have gotten their leadoff man on base. 2nd hit for the Giants, and here's Tyler Fitzgerald.
And he walked him. Good at bat.
So the bottom of the lineup has done their job. They have set the table.
And bringing up the Giants' hottest hitter, Elliot Ramos.
He walked him.
Well, a couple of walks issued by J.P.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Wilmer Flores coming up. He's the Giants' leading RBI producer. And the bases are loaded here. The Giants with visions of a big inning, I'm sure, right now.
Hammered to left. Back Soderstrom. Looking up. Out of here. What an at-bat for Wilmer Flores. It's 4-0.
That is a bone crusher for Sears. You know, that many pitches into an at-bat, with the bases loaded and you work it into a challenge situation, you pay the ultimate price.
What a battle, and Wilmer wins the battle in a big way. The bases were loaded and he knocked them all in. So 1 out, and here is Langoliers. He walked leading off the 2nd. Back up the middle. Now Fitzgerald, the long throw in time.
I think one of the really fun plays for any infielder is when they can slide into a ball and then get quickly up to their feet. With the second baseman, he's sliding away from the bag that he's going to throw to. And when you have a strong arm like Fitzgerald, not a problem.
So 2 down, and here is Butler. Struck him out. Now that is a big-time shutdown inning.
Well, now the A's have something going, and normally you're not going to get too many chances against this guy. On too hard a second, Kurtz at first, and that'll bring up Luis Urias.
Softly hit. Chapman from the glove to get the out at second.
So Matt Chapman and being very creative, and we've seen that before.
So now Jacob Wilson right to Fitzgerald at second. He throws him out. Logan Webb gets out of the jam.
Grant Holman comes out of the A's bullpen to work here in this bottom of the 5th. So here's Willie Adames.
Fly ball. Lawrence Butler on the move in right, and Lawrence covering some ground. Down to the ground, makes the catch.
Well, he got on his horse early, but you can see the ground he covers goes into that slide. Take a look here. Looked fairly clean.
Now Wilmer Flores up again. He hit a grand slam in the 3rd. And now he's got 2 men on and 1 out here in the 6th. 2-1 the count. Deep. Left center field. And off the glove and out of the ballpark. It's a 3-run homer for Wilmer Flores. And he has knocked in 7 in this game. Career high 7 RBIs for Wilmer.
And the Giants now lead 7-0. Wilmer Flores has all of the runs batted in.
It's the 8th inning. The Giants ahead 7-0. And Logan Webb, who's allowed only 2 hits.
Facing the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Big chopper to, and I mean big chopper, at last hop took off.
So 1 away, and here is Urias.
Urias off the plate. The Baltimore chop to the pitcher. What a nifty try for Logan Webb. He's not going to get it there in time, but just bounced it right out of that glove into the bare hand.
There you go.
And that'll bring up Max Schumann.
And Schumann's going to find a hole on the right side. 1st and 2nd now.
That was pitch number 100 for Logan Webb, and I would have to believe this is probably going to be his last inning.
So here's Tyler Soderstrom.
Here's a ground ball. It's on the right side again, and it's going to be an opportunity for the A's to score. Coming in is Urias. The ball is dropped.
Well, he got that left hand in there on the tag. Bailey could not corral it cleanly. Pitch close to the body line for Sodi. He's able to open up and get to it. Wilmer can't handle it cleanly. Neither can Fitz. But there you see Bailey trying to reach across his body and go back for the tag.
And now Logan Webb is having a stressful inning. A run is in. 3 straight hits for the Athletics. None of them hit hard. 2 of them were infield hits.
Webb's got it. That's 1 and 2. Just like that, right?
Just like that.
And it's 7-1 San Francisco.
Now Wilmer Flores. 10th time in his career that he's had multiple home runs in the same game.
High fly ball to left. Hit deep. And out of here. He's done it again.
What a night for Wilmer Flores. He's knocked in all of the Giants' runs. 8-1 Giants. It's the 9th inning. Camilo Doval in for the Giants bullpen. He struck him out. Camilo Doval puts a final exclamation point on the whole thing as he strikes out the side in the 9th inning. And the Giants defeat the Athletics 9-1